welcome to the Baubak Podcast. All right, welcome to the Baubak Podcast, episode 12. I am Baubak Bader. This is Kyle Scanlon, my co-host. So good to see you, baby.
All right, it's 10:02 on the dot, and you know what that means. Put up your feet, put down your hair, adjust in your seat, because you ain't going nowhere. It's the Baubak Radio Hour. We'd like to shout out our listeners. Without you, none of this is possible. If you're joining us live on YouTube, we want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend with us tonight. If you're one of the few listening worldwide on the I Am Baubak, Spotify, Apple, or Google platforms, we see you, and we appreciate you. Austin, how have you been?
I've been really good. I'm just really hoping everybody's enjoying their time. Someone opens up a nice bottle of scotch, has a nice square ice cube resting in it, and they have a good old sip on it. Enjoy the Baubak Podcast.
Speaking of finely aged and totally square, I think it's time we pass this off to your host this evening, Baubak Bader, and his much younger co-host, Kyle Scanlon. Take it away, boys.
I mean, you spend all this money.
Yeah.
And you try to build something.
Try to build something special.
And young people half your age come in.
You know what it reminds me of? During Christmas and stuff, like did the kids ever put on like a little play where they're like
I did.
I did too. I was trying to
And this is where we are. This is where
And then as an adult, I would do it for the kids. I would be like, come on, you're going to be in the play. The parents were like, you're 23. We don't want to watch your fucking play.
Dude.
I stopped doing it after I had a kid tell like an offensive joke, and some of their parents were like, I don't know.
There's a 9-year-old that comes out, so I was jerking off today.
It was a Tiger Woods joke. I remember that. It was about his sex scandal. It was like a 9-year-old kid talking about Tiger Woods.
Your 9-year-old cousin, you're like, get in there and talk about the Tiger phone. Dude, I miss Christmas as a kid.
Yeah, it was fun.
Everything we would get. Every cousin had a garbage bag, the gift exchange. Like, you'd leave with like 20 gifts.
Yeah.
And the moment I got to college, it was over.
No more gifts. My mom still does Santa Claus.
Your mom dresses as Santa Claus?
Yeah, she still has sex.
She's
with
very
Santa
up with the
Claus.
times. She's very up with the times.
No, I mean, like, we still, like, we'll, like, but they go to bed so early that, like, we'll just be watching TV in the living room. And, like, what are you doing? She's like, Santa Claus is coming. And then she's just putting the present there. And I'm like, I can see you. And she's like, well, Santa Claus goes to bed a lot earlier now. I'm like, we don't have to do this. It's fine. But,
how old were you when you found out? Like, you knew there was no Santa.
Oh, pretty early. I mean, I was like one of those kids for sure. That was probably like, he's not even real.
3.
Yeah.
3?
4 maybe.
What did Trump say to that kid where he's like, you're 7 years old? He's like, so it's kind of, you know.
Yeah,
you still believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah, he was like, you still believe in Santa?
What's the word he uses?
I think his word, he said, like, are you 7? Because at 7, it's marginal, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's so funny.
Oh, my God. I miss that guy so much.
Him patting that minion on the top of the head, too. God. I know he almost ruined our, life, but is things better now, you know?
It's not. No, things are not. You can't say
better.
things have improved.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is
You gotta
so
go
good.
volume up, big dog.
How are you doing? How old are you, Colin? 7. Wow, that's pretty good, right? Is everything good? You doing well in school?
He's so funny.
That's great. What are you going to do for Christmas?
Hello, good evening.
Well, that's very good. Well, you just have a good time. Are you still a believer in Santa? Because at 7, it's marginal, right?
So good, dude. It's like a board meeting.
Enjoy yourself.
I love him.
Dude,
I do love him.
The best part about Donald Trump is he's never had a drop of alcohol.
Yeah, he's a
Like, the
sober
things he
guy.
says are amazing. And he remembers all the shit the drunk people said. And he just, the stuff he said, it's amazing that a sober guy acts like that.
Did you see, I feel like that was like a thing that people kept trying to get him for. Like whenever they're like, he does cocaine he's a cocaine guy. And I'm like, no way.
No.
He's a totally sober sociopath.
Yeah.
Like that is.
Give me some McDonald's.
He fucking rules.
Dead sober grabs him by
Yeah.
the pussy.
He's
Dead
like-
sober. Just walks up. Just.
Hello.
I can't even kiss a person. A person, I said. Guy or girl. Dead sober. Like, I gotta have a drink.
Have you ever dated someone who doesn't drink?
No. I don't think so.
I dated.
Does it count if you've been molested by someone who doesn't drink?
Let me think about it.
Thank you for listening to the Baubak Radio Hour.
We made it a minute and a half into this podcast before we praised Trump and then like made mention to child molesters. You getting molested, I think specifically. Is it you getting molested in that situation?
It was a open question. It wasn't pertaining. I
have an open relationship with my uncle.
You know what, Kyle? It's marginal.
It's marginal. Because it's 7, it's marginal.
Because I was 7, it's marginal.
Dude.
Oh, man. Remember those kids who were 14 and still believed in Santa? And
I was one of those kids.
No way.
Yeah, we know, Austin.
Okay.
It's really obvious.
Yeah.
No, my mom was super hardcore in the Easter Bunny and Santa and Tooth Fairy. That I was in
Like
sixth
sexually?
or 7th grade.
No, don't talk about his mom like that. Mrs. Black is a big fan.
Big fan.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's gonna love
Take
when
it
I
all
say
back.
that. I had trust issues with her for like 3 years after she told me Santa wasn't real. It fucked me up. Like I was
Really?
because 14 years or 13 years of my life, I had it was a
Dude,
huge part of the year.
You were
And
a
now I'm being told
freshman
it's
in
not-
high school. You thought Santa was real? You were the book dropper. You're the kid everybody would make fun of.
You're
my
like
mom was like-
fingering girls and asking them if they believe in Santa.
No, dude, he didn't figure a girl till he was 19.
No, that was 7th grade.
7th grade. You got fingered in
You can't
7th
do
grade.
both of those things.
Yeah, you can't get fingered and say you
Hey,
fingered
I'm-
someone.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, we're all fingering, right?
I have nothing to lose on this podcast. I'll say
Okay.
that.
You know what? I do. Another $5,000 this month.
No, I think we figured out that an episode only costs about $2,000. That's pretty good. That's a good average.
It's marginal.
It's marginal.
We've made it into a new season.
gotta get that as a soundboard.
At $2,000, it's an episode. It's marginal.
This is the best part of my week, and that's how bad my life is.
Damn. I really thought you were going to cancel whenever you're like, my little head hurts.
No,
Yeah.
because you got to get in there. You got to stay hard.
Yeah. I got to stay hard. Fall's coming up. Do you like fall? What's your favorite season?
Okay.
Let's rank them in order. All 4 seasons.
Favorite season by far is summer because I've always lived in Chicago or the Chicago area,
You're
and
right.
it's summer is
Yeah.
by far, and not afraid to be brown, sun, tan, sweat. I'm okay with it. Second favorite season, unpopular opinion, winter.
You're an idiot.
Not if winter was seasonal, not the 7 months that we get, but I love Thanksgiving, which I know is technically not winter, but it
No,
bleeds
that's
in.
late fall.
Okay, so
That's
I love.
fourth quarter fall.
You know what? You asked me a question,
And you gave
if-
a bad response.
It's not a bad response if it's how I
Winter
feel.
is 6 months long here.
It's how I feel.
Do you remember it's been snowing the last 2 years on like Halloween?
Okay, let me ask you. What's the
Let me ask you.
what's
why are
the
we doing
worst
this?
season?
Winter.
Spring in
No.
Illinois. Spring. Yes, because it's not spring.
It's so
It's
nice. to
winter
just
in
not
your
be
mouth.
cold for a second,
When?
like in the
In
springtime.
April when it still
Yeah,
snows?
in May, whenever you're like, "Ooh, I could go to
Yeah.
a Cubs game."
You can't because everything's rained out.
54 and
It's getting
pouring
dark
rain.
at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Can you look up the official day of summer ending is September 22nd, right?
Yeah.
Or is it September 23rd?
Uh,
So, like, what's the first day of fall, I guess is my question.
I think
It's
it's the
gotta be-
22nd because my birthday's the 23rd. So I think
October
Oh.
or something, right?
We'll for sure remember that.
Or is it
opposite
September?
day.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love a good opposite day.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Opposite
so,
day.
here's what I love about fall. I love
Fall's great.
when it's still summer weather and it's fall. It's so fucking dope.
That's beginning of football, beginning of basketball season. Fall's my favorite. Fall's number one by a million miles for me. As a guy who sweats a lot and gets sunburned a lot, summer is a second place.
Yeah, a 65-degree fall day that's like breezy.
I really only enjoy about 4 months out of the year.
I haven't really enjoyed 4 years of my life.
Yeah, I don't. There's like some nice moments where like you go to Popeyes and they give you more chicken tenders than you ordered, and you're like, all right, life's not so bad. Is any of this interesting? I felt like we just kind of.
There's probably like 30 seconds out of that.
Yeah.
I hate these guys.
I think today's one of the days where it's not a good day for me.
But we got
Don't
a
say
great
that.
sponsor for you guys. No script this time, so you guys will just be handed a product and just the sponsor just wants you to feel it out and say what you feel about it.
Okay.
I hope it's a dildo.
I hope we can finally tell them how we feel.
Yeah. What do you think it is? What does it sound like when you shake it? Nothing really. Like a pin. No, I'm just hard.
Cotton
Okay.
candy flavored lube. It was lube the whole time. I didn't even know. And that's why I was just getting so sexual.
It gets more sexual. Damn, is it little spray?
Hold on. Want to be aroused?
Yeah.
Oral sex gel.
Yeah.
Oh, cotton candy. Crazy girl. Open up.
Wait, does it come out like a spray or does it come out like
I feel like there's a. Oh.
No, that's not how you do it. It's like lotion if you're
Hey.
really horny. It does smell good.
Come on.
All right.
Get some.
It's on my teeth. You can't eat it. There's no way you can eat it.
That's our sponsor.
You put the lid on, and then you just threw it.
They're going to find lube up here.
It honestly tastes pretty good for lube.
I always carry hand sanitizer wipes with me.
Oh, thanks.
I take these from airlines when I go on trips, and I bring them with me. I always ask the stewardess for extra.
Can you still call them stewardess?
I don't give a fuck.
It's time for the news with Baubak and Kyle. Here's your hosts, Baubak and Kyle.
I love doing the news, dude. I love doing the news. I am a little worried about this first story, though.
Well,
Because I don't know. I feel like I'm good at dumb stories, bad at stories where you have to know stuff.
one of the Soviet Union's founding fathers,
Who helped in the Cold War?
who helped in the Cold War of Mother Russia when it was communist-led, as if America right now isn't communist-led and other
Yeah.
countries right now. The spread of communism is very eminent all over the world.
Russia seems fine, though.
Our father, Russian father, well, not really my father, probably people's fathers, passed away. Mikhail Gorbachev.
Dude, I will say Russian guys have the coolest names. Mikhail? How do you say it?
Yeah, and he had that birthmark on his head that everyone noticed. Ronnie Reagan and him finally got along.
Yeah.
Ronnie Reagan said, tear down that wall, the Berlin Wall. And a lot of Russians actually internally in Russia didn't like the guy that much.
Yeah.
They said he screwed them because for like 8 years they had to like stand in line for bread, and there was a lot of economic problems when he stopped the communism and the revolution that they went through, and all the little Soviet states broke off. That's the extent of what I know. And I don't think him and Putin got along at all.
Do you think Putin had him killed?
150%.
At 91? What do you do, like, to kill a 91-year-old?
I think
Stick your foot out?
No, I just... They're dentures that they take out at night, and they have them, like, they clean them in the little thing.
Oh, yeah.
The solution, you just put a couple Russian spy eye drops.
I would love to have some Russian spy eye drops.
Yeah, and then
All we got is cotton candy lube.
yeah, it's in like Visine form. And they put it in there. The nurse goes in. Putin gets you a Tesla
That's pretty cool.
for doing that.
Dude.
And he's dead. And
That's sad.
A lot of leaders are speaking on his behalf. They're saying a lot of good things. It's great that you could be like a total tyrant for years and then just make a comeback and be like, he was such a good man. Like Mike Tyson was in prison.
Yeah.
Like was for rape.
Yeah.
And you were just like, he's such a good man now. Yeah.
Remember, because
Yeah,
this one came out.
he got involved.
This is what
Dude,
he said.
Once he got involved, he's dead.
He said something about Putin, and then boom. That was July 2022.
Yeah.
You can read that however you want.
Yeah.
And then he died
20
August
seconds
30th.
of 2022.
Putin's like, let's give him another month while he's doing
Dude,
dips at home
Yeah.
in front of a bear.
Just
let's kill him.
like making direct eye contact with a bear and not breaking it. Putin, I think Putin will be our leader one day, and I would like to say, I don't think you're such a bad guy.
I
just want to have a popular podcast in whatever country we end up in.
And Russian
Yeah.
girls are very pretty.
Ooh, yeah, Russian girls are. I was going to try to speak Russian, but I don't actually know any.
No, you can try.
I'll do it later on my own time. A Southwest pilot threatened to turn the plane around and go home if passengers didn't stop airdropping nudes to each other. This makes it sound like it was a nudes party. It was not. It was one person sending nudes, and one person saw it. And then I guess he was sending them to everyone, and maybe someone sent one back. I don't know. But if you listen to the TikTok, it's just it's so funny because he's like, hey, whatever this airdropping thing is. Let's maybe not send our tits out, all right? All right, let's go to Mexico. Like, he just...
I mean, they're going to Mexico.
They're going to Cabo.
Oh, that's
what
what
do
it
you
Have
expect
like
to happen?
live
on
a
the plane?
little, dude.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this pilot?
It is funny, though, because it's like, I get it if you get texted, like, a nude, or if you get Instagram messaged a nude that you didn't want. But, like, an airdrop, you have to accept the image from a stranger. Who's accepting anything from a stranger? Like, do you answer your phone whenever it calls? Like, if you're like...
No, but it's a long flight, and you're bored, and you're probably next to your wife that you don't like.
But that's your fault for accepting that. That's not your fault, but it's...
AirDrop shows a preview of the image.
Yeah, so you see the guy's...
Even more
You
to
see like
my
the tip
point.
of the guy's dick, and you're like, all right,
Let's see the
Let's
neck.
see what, let's see what, yeah.
Let's
And
see
then
what
after
the
they-
next
we're
looks
working
like.
with.
After they see the full thing, they're like, I'm reporting it.
Yeah.
This is as good as I thought.
Oh, his left ball hangs down lower than his right ball. Well, sometimes they just do that.
Whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to Cabo.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen in Cabo? That's the whole reason you go to Cabo.
Is it?
No.
Oh, yeah, because they wanted to straight up, like, land the plane.
So here's the deal. The pilot said over the intercom, if this continues while we're on the ground, I'm going to have to pull back to the gate, and everybody's going to have to get off.
Yeah, they're
Because I'm
going
not
to.
going to be on a plane where you're trying to get yourselves off, sending each other photos. We're going to get security involved. Your vacation's going to be ruined. You won't be refunded. You'll be banned from Southwest for life. And I'm going to start sending nudes of my ex-wife. And believe me, it's terrible. That's why we're not together anymore.
That was all in the TikTok?
It was the longer TikTok version.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What kind of a fucking weirdo is airdropping people pictures anyways? But they were saying this is like a misdemeanor in some things, and that it happens cyber flashing. That's what it's called. Cyber flashing.
Come on.
I mean,
I should be in prison. Like, cyber flashing is so fun.
yeah.
How many times did we cyber flash the big black dick guy during COVID?
I mean, every day.
Yeah,
that was how
he
we
was-
made it through COVID.
That would be like 91%
Pull the
of
picture
America.
the big black dick guy.
Yeah. Because 91% of America would have to be in prison right now for cyber flashing.
I like the camera. Just go to images. Yep. There he
Yeah.
is. Look at that hog.
Great friend of the show.
Great friend of the show. I think he is dead. That is
Yes. His name's Wood, and he's no longer with us.
yeah.
If that's not cyber flashing, I mean, Texas needs to just
Yeah.
stop.
Is that cyber flashing? Does that count as cyber flash?
If you send it to
Will
someone.
Yeah,
you, hey,
let's
can
get a
you
moment of
scroll down
silence
so we
for
can
him.
see the head of his penis?
It seems as if he's
Never
uncircumcised.
ends. It just
It
never
seems
ends.
he's just not circumcised.
It literally looks like my arm.
All right, and this story is a personal favorite of mine. Math teacher tied to tree, thrashed by students for giving poor marks.
I knew immediately as soon as I saw the phrase poor marks that this did not happen in America.
Because
No one calls it poor marks.
No one calls a mark poor.
Yes.
Poor marks means bad grades, right?
Yeah. But no one says that.
This is dude,
And, dude, yeah, this is so funny. Did you see as many as 11 students of the school out of 32 got a grade double D, which is considered the equivalent of failing? I think that's great.
Yeah,
to use
double D
bra
is
sizes as like failing.
yeah, like hey, you're a double D.
Yeah, my dad would have gotten a lot less mad at me if I got a double D in biology.
If I brought double D's home to my dad when I was 9 years old, he'd be like, "Let me take a look."
Like you know
He's
what?
like, "You go
Let's take
upstairs. Let me talk to your math teacher
Yeah.
about those double D's."
Your mom doesn't need to know about this.
You went through that too.
We're a happy family. Come on. Anyways, what were you gonna say about these
Dude,
guys?
look
I
at
didn't mean to
this
cut you off.
teacher.
Damn, they really did tie him up to the tree, eh?
But his arms are free.
Oh, this is kind of. This is the same. He got tied to the tree the same way that other passenger got cyber flashed.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like,
like you can't break through this.
look at the video. I feel like that he liked it.
I would beat the shit.
Like
out
he's
of
one
all
of
these
those
little
teachers.
kids.
Yeah.
If they tied me up to a tree, I would beat.
There's 4 adults. Like what is this?
Beat
like
the fuck out of them.
dude, this is
What
the
are you
nonviolence
doing?
Gandhi method. That's what it is.
This
where we
is-
don't fight back.
No,
That's
this
not
is-
even a real. Come on, look at this.
this
Their
is not-
hands
they're
are
not
free.
even tied. None of these kids went to Boy Scouts. That is, their hands are. His hands are on his hips.
Look at the other guy egging him on too. He's like, "Come
Yeah.
on, one more."
My friend. My
He's like,
friend.
"One more.
My friend.
Give me one more. Give me one more.
Tie me around the tree
Come
one
on,
more time.
one more.
My friend.
Double D." The guy's just the
Double
whole
D.
time making fun of him. He's tied up, just his legs. Like, hey, Raj, double D, double D, double D, double D. Just making fun of him the whole time, dude. I love this.
This rules. The funniest part was that I think the kids only got suspended for 2 days.
Dude, in America, if you tied up a teacher, depending on the state, you'd be in prison for
Never
9
be
years.
allowed to go back to school.
Yeah. The victim teacher was earlier headmaster of the school, but later he was removed for reasons not known.
Yeah.
Dude,
I bet I can
Double
guess one.
D was the principal, and now he's being tied to a tree. This guy's pissed. He's
What-
disgruntled.
What was the worst thing you guys ever did to a teacher? Can you think of even anything you ever did to a teacher?
We
that was
made
bad?
a teacher. So 7th period was last period in my high school, and it was dual teaching my sophomore year of English, and we found out from
Where
the
they teach you English and your first language is Iranian or
that
whatever.
was just you being racist once again, but it was
You went to this school, right?
no, I didn't go. I got double D's.
It's weird to see
I got
your old
straight
school
double
on-
D's.
on
I got
this
straight
news
double D's,
story.
and my cousin's been tied to a tree. Yes.
Yeah.
Or Alfredo sauce spill partially closes I-55 in Memphis. Come on, dude. How much Alfredo sauce was this?
It was so much Alfredo sauce.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was so much Alfredo sauce. I didn't know that many people used Alfredo sauce. I thought that was like just a thing you ate whenever you were like 19 to 23, whenever you thought that was like a good thing to eat, like chicken Alfredo.
Oh, that is so good.
No offense to our producers. Do you guys eat a lot of chicken Alfredo? I feel like you boys are mature, though. You're probably like, I eat spaghetti like a man.
I'm a big cheese guy, so I think that Alfredo, because Alfredo is a cheese-based sauce, so I
Yeah.
do like Alfredo quite a bit.
You like chicken Alfredo a lot. All right, I didn't mean to.
Mac and cheese or Alfredo?
Alfredo is better than mac and cheese.
Of course, awesome. I mean, you still,
The guy
you
who
still believe
believed in
Santa.
Santa.
You want
Yeah.
mac and cheese and apple
He's like, I hope
sauce.
Santa brings me mac and cheese.
I know.
All right.
My story.
All right. I like the getting defensive about this. So, dude, there's so much Alfredo sauce. I just can't get over how much it is.
Dude, the Vasquez police and fire crews didn't confirm what the truck was carrying, but a reporter on the scene confirmed the truck was carrying jars of fiber. Like, come on, dude.
One of those
Like
five
the
brothers.
cops, and the cops and paramedics are like, we can't tell you what this
Yeah.
is. It's not like jars of cum.
That's
it's
so
fucking
fun.
Alfredo sauce.
You ever see like a detective show where they go where they like stick their finger in what they think is coke and they're like, it's cocaine.
yeah,
Imagine
there's
the
so many
cop
of those.
doing that on the side of the road and he's like, it's Alfredo. It would be beautiful. I would love it. Look at all that Alfredo sauce.
There was tweets on Twitter. So, like, there's a bunch of people on Twitter talking about it and saying that the hot sun was cooking the Alfredo sauce and it smelled like death, apparently, outside.
Yeah.
And that, like, some cars actually drove through it before they shut it down. And, like, now their tires are, like, reeking even though they washed it off.
Yeah, you ever like hit a raccoon or something or like
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm
how
not
can
gonna
Alfredo
back
sauce smell like death? It smells like beauty.
not if it gets too hot.
Right, have you microwaved your chicken Alfredo?
Yep.
And then what happens? It smells like rubber?
Smells
burnt rubber?
bad. Yep.
Really?
I guess so. I don't know.
Look at this semi over here.
Exploded. It's
How
like
did
a
this
bomb.
happen?
Dude, I don't
Dude, it looks like
understand
one of
what
those
happened
horse
to it.
carriers, and the horses just got done fucking.
This is like the start of a Spielberg movie, and we find out there was a monster inside of it. It looks like God.
You know, if you look away and look at it, you could think it's just snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Like it's like a winter road.
Do you think they were like Italian guys that drove by? They were like, no, Mamma Mia.
No.
No.
Do they like Alfredo sauce?
I think there was a white truck driver that's like, fuck, man. I need this union job.
All that fucking Alfredo. We got along the same lines. A spill leaves tomatoes on a California highway.
The same day.
Same day.
Dude.
Same day?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of tomatoes.
Italian restaurants all over America.
This is where I should have saved it for the Italians. This
Within
is where they'd be
hours-
Mamma Mia.
Within hours of each other in Tennessee and California, this happened.
We could have made one of the best like potluck dinners of all time. If just a couple more trucks would get in a wreck. The tomato truck lost control and hit another car before crashing into the center median. Damn, that's so funny that's all it takes is just he just has to lose control of the tomato truck and then the whole thing can get shut down for tomatoes.
A total of 4 cars were involved with 1 major injury and 2 minor pastas.
Fazoli's everywhere. Is it? It looks like the Red Sea, sort of. Oh yeah, this one's good.
Take it away,
A
Kyle.
Catholic charity hired a man to simulate a mass shooting at their building, complete with actors covered in blood. The drill ended with his arrest. Here is a very funny part about this story that you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Oh my God.
To find out about this man. So this is a Catholic charity that put this on. Do you want to guess what this guy was arrested for? He was arrested for having sex with a 12-year-old. He got first-degree sexual assault on a child, visual depiction of a sexually explicit contact with a child, and attempted intentional child abuse. They hired him, regardless, to run the drill. This dude the drill should have just been shooting him in the head.
He got arrested and charged with 3 felonies.
3
of
felonies.
First-degree sexual assault on a child. Got
12-year-old
let out.
girl. Yeah.
And then they were like, you should stage a mass shooting.
Hey, man, what if you were in charge of safety?
So did they actually arrested him after the drill, right? It wasn't fake. Like they.
Yeah, well, again, he had been arrested before one time. He was probably relieved that this
He
time
probably
it
put the
wasn't-
gun down. He's like, I know how this goes. I've gone through this drill before.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got 3 felonies.
But he did get actually arrested because people
Terror.
thought it was real.
Yeah.
And so he did get arrested, and the church was like, no, it's fake.
Yeah.
It's a lesson.
fake,
We're teaching
but
a lesson.
also don't look into his past. So
Streets screaming in
this
blood.
this actually
this
actually happened at a
Catholic
job that I
Church
worked at.
needs to stop. The Catholic
Yeah.
Church needs to stop. I mean, people are running in the street with blood.
One elderly employee told the police she thought she was going to die. This is it.
You could have killed an old woman who is volunteering at the church.
But if she knew anything about that man, she would know that he wasn't interested in anyone that old.
Good God.
She heard shots behind her and jumped off a retaining wall to try to hide in a dumpster. So another lady is hiding in a dumpster, Because that's not a drill. This is like the worst episode of Punk'd ever.
It's not a drill when you don't tell the people you're testing.
This is happening. This literally happened at a job that I worked at, where they were doing a mass shooter drill, and they didn't tell no one told anybody that it was a drill, and so they just announced there was an active shooter in the building, and then 50 cops showed up, like to the building with like fucking AKs ready to go. And then it took like 15 minutes for them to figure out that it was just a drill, and they fucked it up with security. I texted my parents, and I was like, "I love you, goodbye."
My
boss was like, "Get back to work, motherfucker."
There was an active shooter like scare at our college campus, and it was in the building I was in. Me too. And we were all losing our minds, and it turns out that it was a guy with a Nerf gun that he had painted black.
Damn.
And he wasn't even from the college. He had come from a different college to try to play a Nerf game with friends. And he was walking around campus with this giant black gun.
It's so funny to storm the Capitol and that be the least wild thing you did. Like, of course he was there. Of course he took a shit on Pelosi's desk.
The charity did no background checks. And they're like, this is the guy. He's like, don't worry, I'll make it look real.
Yeah, don't worry. I met a couple guys in the joint that'll put blood on their face and make it look real.
I like that he's not part of the congregation either.
Yeah.
Like, he was hired. They outsourced this guy.
They did zero. They didn't even like Google search his name. They didn't do anything.
It'd be better if he was Jewish too.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even a part of the church. He's not even Catholic.
He's Muslim.
He's a Muslim man, and they're like, John Channels, we got the guy. Well, let's get him on the pod.
Let's get him on the pod. Let's see what he's got to say. You know, there's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Product review.
We are ending this with a product review, and we get to use it on our least favorite producer.
Awesome. Like unanimously, he's our least favorite, right?
Yeah. I think his friends should be the one that get to shave him, because I know his friends hate him.
They shave each other in a way.
Gillette razor, shaving cream, testing their product in Austin's face. Do we have anything to make sure this is cleaned up afterwards? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he'd love to bill you for this.
This fucking piece of shit, dude.
He gets a free shave.
All right, get in.
All right, get over here. Let me just trim this bad boy down before we lather him up.
Wait, Eamon, can you see this? Can you scoot over into Kyle's camera more? Like, you both of you guys scoot over?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong one.
All right, ready?
It's just like what Santa Claus used to do to you. Let me know when you're ready.
Well, that feels nice. This is a good razor.
Yeah, probably have never had a razor before.
It's taken him 7 months to grow this out.
Yeah. It's going to look good, I think. Oh, we're just shaving each other. What's up?
Just walking in.
Hey, Bernard.
He just lost a bet. This is great. This is going to look good.
We don't have a vacuum.
Yeah, I thought the shaver would be.
This kid is so not smart.
Okay, light him up.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, that smells really good. This is the Dollar Shaving Club shaving cream? Oh, my God, it's in my ear. You son of a bitch.
Can we get
I'm supposed to go to bingo after this, you piece of shit.
Bingo?
I got bingo tonight.
You just get bingo tonight?
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it.
I didn't mean to do it. Oh, God damn it. This wasn't supposed to be this much. Damn it. Here you go. Here's your shaver, too.
You know what to leave.
You want to do it? I feel like you should do it.
All right. It's like my son.
Here, get out of the way.
Close your mouth. I don't want to cut
You're
you.
blocking the camera.
Yeah, you're blocking the camera.
Well, we don't want him to get cut. All right, close your mouth.
Here you go. She's a good girl.
Like, oh, I got a little bit on my hands. And I'm like, this is a good look for you. You're going to look better. Yeah, you gotta go easier with that.
There you go.
You ever use one of these?
What's wrong, Nick? What's wrong, Nick? Oh. I don't know where Bader went.
I mean, I need to be
Oh,
able to clean
no,
this
that
up.
hurt. Oh, fuck.
You're barely bleeding.
Okay.
You know what? I think it's just gonna be a trim down today because I don't have like anything to. I don't have a slop sink to clean him off with. Let's go. Can you go mobile in the bathroom real quick?
This really burns. My face is burning. It hurts. It hurts.
Go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want you to have an allergic reaction. You're good. What's going on? Okay. All right. This has been episode 12 of the Baubak Podcast. Please like, subscribe, share, YouTube. Here comes my co-host, Kyle Scanlon. And this is it. Austin is no longer with us because we cut his neck by accident. Please listen to us. Thank you. Tell your parents you love them, and we love you.